Good day. Welcome back to Simon Makes a YouTube video while walking. As you can see, I look slightly different. Had a little shave. First time in 5 years or so. And this is gonna be part of the topic of this video. Lowering of the armor. A process and a project that I've been working on, you could say, for a little while. But maybe first things first, I was at summer camp for 2 weeks and now back in Berlin for another week. Summer camp meaning I was at jazz camp, which is a place that those of you who are on Twitter and on Teapot know about, which was great. And I was at Micro Solidarity summer camp as well, which was similar but not the same. And then I had 1 week of summer camp Afterglow in Berlin with some friends who were staying in town, and now it feels like normal life is returning somehow, which is exciting, also definitely saddening. But I'm feeling good and I've gone through transformation. Maybe more on that later. Let's talk about lowering the armor. And of course I hope you are all doing quite well. Let's talk about lowering the armor. So, has a lot to do with my beard and my chin, or my absence of a chin, or my many chins, however you want to put that. I had a conversation with my good friend Louis about a year ago, let's say 3/4 of a year ago, 9 months ago or so, and I randomly found a picture of me without a beard and only a mustache, very much like now. I had a bit more of a mustache then, but it was 5 years ago when I lived in London and I had shaved my beard kind of as a joke, and to raise some money and awareness for Movember. And I kind of showed Louis the picture and I said, don't I look silly? And he said, you know what, I think you actually look kind of cute. I was like, nah, I mean, what do you mean? I look ridiculous, look. And he was like, no, I think you actually look kind of cute. You're wearing this big ass beard, and last year I had a much larger beard. I'd say it was like this long for sure. It's definitely getting entangled with my chest hair, and he said it was a bit of an armor, something that I'm wearing also to protect myself. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, well, you know, you're actually like kind of a cute guy, and the beard makes you look way more martial and way more manly if you want, but also a bit more warrior-like in a way that you aren't really. And I said, damn, you're right, and also fuck you, because now I've got to shave. And I did shave that day, but only half of my beard, so I like shortened it to here or something. It was still pretty long. And then over the next half year / 9 months, I was gradually trimming it down. Now, what does this mean? Is this just a story about a beard? No, of course it isn't, because well, first of all, And then last week or 2 weeks ago now at Micro Solidarity Summer Camp, I actually did a whole ass ritual in which I, together with my friend Jesse, in which I ended up shaving completely for the first time in 10 years. And with that, something fell off of me that I had been carrying out for 10 years, which was an armor. And what does that mean? So I think, basically I grew up not with the best self-image. I was not one of the cool kids, and I often got called ugly or whatnot. And I did indeed find myself relatively ugly, especially because of my very, very soft facial features, which is I basically don't have a jawline. I just have this tiny chin line. It integrates straight into my neck. It looks a bit silly. And I never thought about myself. Yeah, and I also never really liked being called cute or something. I always felt like I was lacking masculinity in some way, and that I had to... Oh, I found something out. There are blackberries here, and there's a man in this bush that knows. Oh, you can't see him right now. There's a huge blackberry bush. Jesse showed me the other day. Very cool. Not gonna harvest any now. Yeah, so I thought I was lacking masculinity. I needed to be like cool and so and so. And I was so happy when I finally grew a beard, because it helped me gain a type of shape for my face that I didn't have available without it, which is a bit more chiseled and chin-like. And that also reflected in other parts of my life, where I have done a lot of playing it cool in my life. Playing it cool. Acting like I don't really care that much. You know, this has to do with dating and women, and it has to do with friends and projects, and kind of a general... there's a truth in it. Take it as it comes. That I actually stand by, and that I think is true and good. But then there's also a lot of nonsense in that, in which I care a lot, and it's not all just whatever. And yeah. And my friend Roland helped me with that a lot. It's with him that I coined the term lowering of the armor, because I've been having armor on, whether it be my beard or my could care less attitude sometimes, that was not true and wasn't serving me. And through the last half year, I've gradually lowered it, and I've been embracing more honesty and vulnerability, and now I feel the urge to kind of say what that means exactly, because people talk about honesty and vulnerability, but what does it really mean? Let me try if I can find it. So this moment is, for example, an honest moment, a vulnerable moment, because I'm thinking out loud, and I'm not, in a smooth rapping out the video way. So that could be an example. It's in conversation in which I say, oh, I don't feel so good. Kind of honestly voicing my feelings. It's in moments with women that I'm attracted to. I say women because I've always been quite easy giving my compliments to men, but you know, honestly voicing my attraction and my desires to women, not so much. That's where I often played it cool, which didn't really do much for me. No wins in playing it cool. Doesn't help anybody. It's been getting in touch with feelings like frustration. Oh, I'm frustrated right now. I don't like that very much. That's what's going on. Anger as well. I recently felt jealousy for the first time in a while, and these are all feelings that I was, I think, kind of unwilling to feel, and therefore put up my armor against it. And now I'm much more willing to feel them, and I would say I'm more willing to feel my face and feel and see that and see a type of truth in it. And it's been really wonderful to go through this shaving ritual as well. And I asked my friends to be like, yo, please be nice to me, because I'm not used to this face, and I've had it for 10 days now, and I'm much more used to it, and I actually enjoy it quite a bit. And I think maybe that's also key for me. I'm not mad at myself for having an armor up, because I was quite alone for a long time in my life, and now recently I've just been surrounded with fantastic people, and they made it so easy for me to do this, and I felt so invited and caught in a very warm, safe net of love and tenderness, and people telling me that I look good, and not being shocked by my slightly softer beardless face. And that's a metaphor for a lot for me. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I think obviously many people have an armor up in the world, and that's life, because life's hard sometimes and you need that, and you're alone and you feel like it, at least. But of course it's the other way around. When you put your armor down, you become way less alone, because people can actually get in touch with you and see you for what you are. So I think that's roughly it. That's what I've been going through. I have recorded a podcast with my friend Nibras about this, about vulnerability and lowering the armor and surrender and so on. And I'm gonna link it. I haven't really advertised it, so it's time to do that. And maybe I'll also do some writing about it, because this marks a very big passage in my life, and I genuinely feel like a changed man. As a man who changes all the time, that is quite big for me. And so I hope to lower all of the armor that I have in my face right now. I wish you well, and I want to do more YouTube videos, and I'm curious if you feel like you have any armor in your life that you might want to lower or not, and if you've gone through any changes recently, and how you're all doing. So I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you. Much love, many blessings. See you soon.